This episode of The Harmonious Gentleman is brought to you by our friends at Blind Man Brewing, the most awarded brewery in Canada. They brew innovative, high-quality, and flavorful beer while working for sustainability through their green initiatives. Blind Man Brewing hosts all kinds of harmonious fun at their beautiful tap room in Lacombe, Alberta. Live music, cornhole leagues, wonderful tacos, or a refreshing pint with friends. There's always something fresh and tasty at Blind Man Brewing.
Well, of podcast episodes were the number of people burned from Bissell steam cleaners before Costco finally asked for a recall. You'd know this has to be episode 161 of The Harmonious Gentleman.
All right. Lots of questions, Ty. Do you want to give him one first? What's a Bissell steam cleaner?
Bissell is the brand, and the steam cleaners are like usually handheld, kind of like a vacuum, but a little smaller,
Okay.
that you would use either on clothing or
I
carpets.
think carpet, upholstery.
Drapes, yeah. And these ones must not be working too good because the Bissell Steam Short Omni Reach and the Steam Shot Omni Steam Cleaner provide a serious risk of burn injuries
Oh boy.
from their
Is it-
attachments.
So if someone out there recently purchased one,
You can get your money
back. Okay.
And then
Before you get burned.
This is Costco USA.
Oh, okay.
But Costco always has a good return policy.
Yeah.
The recall policy, I don't know what it is, but
Doesn't sound as good. 161.
apparently you have to burn 161 people.
Incidents or deaths?
No, just burns.
Okay, because
No, I don't think deaths. Burn
Victims.
injuries.
Okay, I
Injuries.
heard it wrong the first time. That's
Just
horrifying.
injuries.
Yeah,
Not just. I don't mean to minimize a person's steam burn.
I wouldn't either. But I also think I understand that, right? Like, there's always user error,
Yes. Yeah.
right? So you have to weigh your pros and cons and wait a while. Wait till 161 and then.
Have you ever been burnt like a small burn?
Yes.
Yeah.
But have you been burnt by steam? It is way worse for some reason. It's more painful.
Huh.
Have you
I
been
think
burned by
I've
steam?
been burnt by steam, like small area, not by a Bissell
Steam clean.
steam cleaner, but it really, really, really hurts.
Yeah.
So I feel for these people.
But you've had both kinds of burns, so you
had
know.
both kinds of burns.
Yeah.
Steam burn worse.
You know, I felt a bit burned when we had to do an episode without you, so I'm glad you're back.
Me
I'm
too.
glad you're here, Chris.
I wasn't sure if I was going to get the invite, but thanks, guys.
Have we done? Oh, we did one after that
Oh, that's true. We did
at
Phil's.
Phil's, but that feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if our listeners did check out our last episode, it was a re-release.
Right.
Hopefully they realized that, and hopefully we didn't say anything that was too out of.
I know. I
Out of
listened to
line.
bits and pieces, but I just didn't. Yeah.
But
Confession. I didn't listen to that one the first time.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
okay,
But I didn't listen to it the second time.
Yeah.
we thought it was sort of relevant with what's going on in Alberta, but
Bit of a spring break for us, so
yeah,
we're back.
yeah, we're back,
Yeah.
and this is the first patio episode of the season.
Patio session.
We might be rushing a little bit. It already feels a little chilly, but
Yeah.
The side of me not pointed to the fire is a little cold. Does the microphone pick up the crackle of the fire?
the propane,
The
wheezing
propane
through the.
Yeah, it's not that.
Wheezing.
Not that. That's
Yeah, the
really.
wheezing.
Yeah.
That's actually me. Sorry.
So we haven't had like a ton of. I mean, we always get a ton of emails, but any emails that we want to read or talk about? Anybody giving you guys any feedback on the show as of late?
Well, I realize we have a special guest that we're lining up who emailed, and I didn't see that he did.
Oh,
And I
Okay.
need to get back to him immediately.
a special guest.
Yeah.
We have a few guests coming up, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we each all three of us have one
Yeah.
sort of in the
In
works.
the pipeline.
Um,
Who, for different reasons,
Yeah.
our listeners would have heard about.
Maybe. Yours for
maybe.
sure.
yeah, yours is probably the biggest.
Yeah.
I think yours too.
I don't know.
But
Well, this isn't a contest, guys.
Yeah. It's also not interesting to listen to this because
Tyler
Nobody's
said
heard of
that.
mine.
But they'll know him after he's on our podcast. No, and if he's listening, he is well known too.
yeah.
And
That'll
has
be
a
fun.
real good, interesting take on a lot of things.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
But if
we,
you have reached out to the show, thank you for doing that. We do read all the emails and always appreciate it.
yeah, we did have listener Shelley
Mhm.
wrote an email about the re-released teachers episode,
Yeah.
and had I think was encouraging us to do an update,
Yeah.
not just re-release, but to actually
Like make a part 2 of that one.
yeah.
Well, there is the new efforts by the government to be more specific about what we should be teaching and
Yes.
teach both sides. And what are the language they use? Teach kids how to think, not what to think.
Yeah. Remove politics from the classroom.
Social studies. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And fly only certain flags. Anyways, we're not doing that on this episode.
No, I want to keep things a little more positive. Well, it depends on the topic, actually. I'm not sure what we're doing.
Yeah, you guys don't know the topic yet.
No.
But listeners do because they'll have seen the title.
Oh, right.
But you guys have only heard.
We're always one step behind the listener.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I know that's a little bit weird. But you've heard the song that played at the beginning.
Yeah.
First of all, can you name that tune?
No, I'm not a huge aficionado when it comes to naming Neil Young songs beyond Heart of Gold, but
Yeah, but you got the artist.
yeah,
Yes,
and
Neil Young.
same era as Heart of Gold, I'm assuming, but I don't know
Yeah.
the name of the song.
I believe the same album.
Okay.
Oh,
Kind of the
I don't know
scarecrow
the song.
figure on the front. Is that the same album?
it's not Mirrorball.
Yeah, the white background.
Yeah.
It's not what?
Mirrorball.
No.
I doubt it.
The song is called Old King.
Oh, okay.
And you heard the first 30 seconds or so. What do you think we're going to talk about tonight?
Well, he talked about a dog, didn't you, Chris?
I heard about the dog.
And you're a dog owner, Tyler.
I'm a dog owner. Some people say I'm a dog person.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do they mean by that?
I think just that I'm not a cat person.
Okay,
but
Yeah, that's
Fair.
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. We're going to talk about dogs.
Really?
Yeah. Let's talk about dogs. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. We
Yeah.
did do, it is,
Guys, I have so many good dog stories.
okay. Well, maybe that's what
But maybe we
we'll
don't
start
get a
with.
chance to talk about them. I don't know.
Just Tyler the whole time.
Yeah. No, we will. I think maybe when we get rolling, that's how we can start, is by each sharing like a positive dog story.
Oh,
Or just say dog story. Okay. If you don't like positive, you don't have to. But
PAWS.
back in the early days, we did an episode. I think it was one that I planned actually on animal rights. So we talked about, I think, eating animals, but there was a section of that episode about pet ownership as well, and like the rights of animals.
Okay.
This isn't all about that. This is, we're opening it up. It's a dog specific.
Dogs. Canines.
I did notice your dog had the Magna Carta around its neck when we got here.
Is that a topic we're delving into that? Because I thought about doing that for the cat. Is that possible?
I'm not coming to that one. You can ask John to be a special guest.
Okay. Sounds good, Tyler.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Do we need to do recommendations first? It's been so long.
Yeah.
Maybe we blew right
Is that
past
how we do it?
recommendations.
We do it right now. Let's do it. Yeah. Chris,
Okay, I can recommend something.
Yeah.
I was recently in the Dominican Republic, and a friend of mine, Darren, showed me a game that you can play on your phone. It's not an app per se. I guess it's just a web-based game called The Loop. The Loop is 12 images, and in a circular fashion, you have to line up the images so that each one connects to the one beside it. So it starts with one, and you have to pick which image you think would logically connect to that, and then make a loop. And then it gives you a couple chances to check your work. It's kind of fun. Not necessarily mindless, but
Yeah.
easy to do. And if you're in the habit of doing like Wordle and connections in the morning, you might want to add the loop to your routine.
Okay.
Might use that in the classroom.
Yeah.
My recommendation is also sort of like phone related, I guess. I've had to balance my consumption of news and social media and podcasts. I don't know, maybe that's all kind of the same thing. My consumption of media, I was feeling overwhelmed by what's going on in the world. But my recent recommendation was to engage. So I've been trying to balance those things.
Mm-hmm.
And my recommendation is to pick, like, kind of be specific for a week and then rotate to a new topic or realm. So
do you mean like provider or like the topic you're thinking
So
about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
if I'm trying to keep up with what's going on in my community, what's going on in Alberta, what's going on in Canada, what's going on internationally, that's almost all of it is horrifying. So that's like too much.
Yeah.
So I'll do like
So
a
much
week,
bad news.
where I'll get all on top of the international, what's going on with the States and Iran and the trade and like I'll kind of dive into that for a week, but then I'll just ignore that for a week. And I'll just catch up with like Alberta.
What's kind of fun, and then like a month later, you're coming back to a topic that you haven't visited for a while, and you're like, oh.
Usually I haven't
nothing's
missed
really changed.
too much. No, because it's like, yeah, like they're still talking about Trump and Iran. Like
Right.
So you can take a week away from it and still be in the know.
Right.
And it's been a lot nicer for I would say my mental health.
It's a good
I
idea.
also throw in a week of like Oilers, right? Like where it's just Oilers podcast every day.
Yeah.
And then jump back into, Alberta politics or something like that.
No doubt.
So that's my recommendation. It's not
that's
totally
good. I like
unplugging,
it.
but it's kind of like just
Yeah.
know your limits. Like,
Semi unplugged.
yeah.
My phone is starting to die. Like the battery is starting to be really bad. So it's definitely cycling down to the point where I need a new one. But I think this might be, I want this to be.
Dumb phone.
Yeah. Like I think it's the time now to
Really?
not get a smartphone again. Like either a flip or one of the dumb ones.
What does dumb phone mean?
It's basically just like it doesn't do barely anything. Like it does the phone calls, it does the texts. Like I don't even want email on my phone. Like I just feel like having that in my pocket is anyway. Whatever. We talk about this a lot, but I just feel like this is an opportunity where it's like now I have to go out and get a new phone, or maybe I can make that change now. So stay tuned on that one. My phone battery lasts like nothing now. It's dying. Yeah.
Is that your recommendation?
No, I haven't done it yet, but I hope that it works out. Yeah, I don't think I have an actual recommendation. So how about go to your garage and get your bike tuned up and go for a bike ride? It's beautiful out. Get out there on the bikes. I'm gonna bike to work this week. It's gonna be awesome.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good recommendation.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
guys ready to talk about dogs?
Doggone it, I'm
Can't
pumped.
wait.
Hope we're not barking up the wrong tree with this one.
Woof.
Whoa.
This segment is brought to you by Cilantro and Chive. Delicious, creative dishes, a huge variety of locally crafted drinks, and with locations in Lacombe and Red Deer, they're making two communities more awesome. Check out their mouth-watering Burger of the Month, a rotating menu item that satisfies your hunger and supports local initiatives and charities. Cilantro and Chive. Fresh, simple eats.
The domesticated generations fell from him. In vague ways, he remembered back to the youth of the breed, to the time the wild dogs ranged in packs. They quickened the old life within him, and the old tricks were his tricks. They came to him without effort or discovery, as though they'd been his always. You guys know which novel that's an excerpt from?
White Fang.
Good guess. What's the other book that is kind of like that?
It's not Animal Farm. Babe.
No. Is it Jack London?
It's Jack London. Yeah.
I forget the name of the other one, but I'm sure I read it as a boy.
It's The Call of the Wild. Call of the Wild by Jack London. And I picked that as a kind of a starter for this segment because we're going to talk about where dogs come from. And I think that excerpt is somewhat a dog returning to kind of its ancestry, like the instinct that they have.
Yeah.
But before we do that, can you guys just say something about dogs? Like, do you have a favorite memory, a pet, or just something interesting? Like, maybe you guys have a dog attack story that we've never heard.
Do you have a... Well, we had a dog growing up that I loved, and only ever had the one dog. She was a Springer Spaniel. She was kind of overweight. She died under mysterious circumstances, and that's about all. Her name is Kassan.
How did you spell that?
K-S-A-N. Kassan. And yeah, it was a childhood dog, and I like dogs a lot. We don't have one right now. Kids want to get one. Your dog is great, Tyler, so thanks so much for putting that in our kid's head.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess I don't have like a great story. Do you have a great story to go with your dog, Chris? Or
I have a couple, but
yeah, why don't you just hit us with one?
okay, here's one. I don't know how great it is, but it's my dad was a very gentle man. He never let us have a dog, and we always wanted one. I think my brother got kind of attacked by a German Shepherd in our neighborhood when we were kids, and it bit his leg. And I think my dad just hated the idea of us having a dog, but he finally gave in to my brother Andrew. It was kind of a Dalmatian mutt sort of dog. His name was Hobbs, cutest puppy of all time, and grew up, just wasn't trained well and was kind of a menace. So bigger than your dog, like the size of a Dalmatian. You can picture how big that is. And my dad was not a fan. And one Christmas, he got somehow into the house and jumped like elf style onto the Christmas tree and totally took the tree out, like glass ornaments broken all over. And I've never seen my dad move so fast. He picked it up by the throat with like one hand.
Yeah.
And I've never really heard him swear, and he was swearing. And like threw it outside our patio door into
There you go.
into the snow in the backyard. I thought he was going to murder it, but
But
we all, and then he had to get, and then Andrew got rid of the dog because it's like he couldn't train it. So
yeah,
a sad story.
yeah.
That was I've had dogs since, but that was the one as a kid that I always think of Hobbs.
Hobbs, good dog name.
Poor
too.
little guy.
That's like the dog's in A Christmas Story with the turkey.
It was named from Calvin and Hobbes ours, but
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just
I
saying
don't
the Christmas
know that one.
dog disaster. No, Christmas Story, the movie,
Oh yeah.
and the turkey at the end, the dogs get in the door. and
Yes, his name was Hobbs too.
No, I know.
It's just the story. Is
Oh
like
my
that.
goodness, I'm not following. Gotcha.
We should re-record that whole part.
Okay, we can.
No, it's kidding. Yeah.
No, we can't. Other than like owning the dog actor Air Bud,
Right, I forgot about that.
I'll never forget about
I've had lots of pets, like a lot of dogs as pets that I've just really loved. Like I don't think I've really had any that were bad. Like the first one I would have been pretty little, and I mostly know from photographs was maybe a little mean from what I heard. But I just I love dogs. Like they're and I don't
All kinds.
well really small like pocket kind of dogs like I'm
not going to sit here and allow people to besmirch little pocket dogs. I think it's enough is enough.
actually
You know, those dogs belong in society. They serve a role.
Like a teacup poodle or
What's wrong? People love
a
to,
mini chihuahua.
people love to pick on those dogs. First of all, easy target.
You're
Tyler.
right. I know. And I actually do have a good memory of when I first taught in La Crete. I was staying, that's just kind of billeted out in someone's home. And they left for the weekend, and they had a chihuahua that I kind of had to take care of. And I bonded with that little guy.
There you go.
Can't remember his name, but
Yeah.
he was fine.
I think Chris is well known for his love of tiny little small dogs too, right?
Well, we had a miniature schnauzer. I wouldn't want a dog smaller than that. Like that was pretty small, but it wouldn't be the mini size of things that you see people have in their purses or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how long ago do you guys think that we started domesticating dogs?
I love that question because I don't know, but we were just watching the movie Hamnet. Have you guys seen that? It was came out last year. It was up for a bunch of awards, and it's kind of a spoiler to say. Not really a spoiler, but it is about Shakespeare, but not in the way that you might think. But there was a cat in the movie, and like this house cat.
Is this animated?
No, it's like
Okay.
I actually didn't like it until the end, and then I thought, actually, I quite like that. It kind of got me in the end. But we had this talk about cats, like how cool it is that cats have been with us for at least that. I'm not sure exactly how many years ago Shakespeare wrote his plays, or when he was alive, but a long time ago. And it's just neat to think about that bond has been with us. And I'm assuming dogs are the exact same way. I'm assuming it's a lot further than that in terms of timelines.
Yeah.
You know, like way more than that. But we had this discussion about how neat it is.
Well,
that
like
these bonds-
hunter-gatherers, I'm guessing it's as long as we have any kind of recorded history, there's dogs that are domesticated.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
So 8,000 years. 6,000 years?
I'd say, like, from what I found, like, I don't know these things, but what I went to an article from the Smithsonian, and it kind of gives a range of, like, at least 15,000 years ago.
Wow.
And up to, like, 40,000 years ago.
So, and what would they be basing that on?
So, genetic evidence. I'll read some of the notes here from that article. Research highlights that modern dogs still carry high levels of wolf DNA, and that wolf ancestry is present in most dogs. Survival of the
Most? Like, that's weird. Not all.
Yeah, I know. I think there's another segment I want to talk about, kind of the ethics around like some of the breeding practices that have, and those are definitely more recent in history, right? But just the dogs that kind of lived in relationship with humans goes way back to like when wolves started living with humans. And there's this theory called survival of the friendliest, So the domestication likely started with less aggressive wolves scavenging near human camps, and then like just realizing like, oh, this is a relationship where what's it called, science teacher, like
Mutualism or
Symbiosis.
right, something like that. Where
Or
it's,
no, not. Yeah, there's a term.
or
for it.
I think
yeah.
commensalism is maybe where like one benefits, it doesn't hurt the other one, right? And then I could have that wrong, but
That sounds
anyways,
right. That
the
sounds
wolves
right.
the wolves kind of came closer and closer, and the ones that were not friendly didn't get those perks of
Yeah.
eating up the
somebody
scraps.
threw a spear at them. Or,
Right. And then there's eventually it became a mutualistic relationship. But it's, scientists debate which kind of happened first.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like self-domestication versus human-led.
Yeah.
And, so...
I mean, fun to debate, pretty hard to prove, right? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to think back to just that happening, right? Like,
Yeah.
Because there's going to be other animals in the wild that scavenge, but we don't have like domesticated black bears.
Right. But also
Right,
the benefit to the people is that pack kept those other guys away, maybe.
Right? Cleans up
Maybe.
their mess, maybe.
Yeah.
And then if we think about today, what all the different things we use dogs for.
But, okay, but back to the breeding and stuff. Like you start with like a wolf who becomes domesticated, and now we have, how many breeds of dogs are there?
Yeah. Well, that was my next thing I was going to say. Is
1,000?
like, you think about the original domestication, then humans spread around the world more,
Yeah.
right? And then their own breeds develop with that. But that's a crazy process to think about. That just where they were created all these different breeds. And how many did you say there were?
Oh, I don't know, 1,000?
That's
Hundreds? There's gotta be
something I
hundreds.
should have looked up.
Yeah.
But
Or I would think hundreds. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
I
in
think so
this
too. Yeah.
time, if we're going back to this, like 15,000 years ago, the process of the animal actually changing, like, is happening very slow, right? Like it's
For sure.
the friendly ones are staying, and then over 1,000 years,
Yeah.
maybe that species has adapted or whatever. Like the ones that they don't need to hunt on their own anymore, right? So now they've adapted in different ways.
Yep.
I think all these breeds that we're talking about is like much more recent.
Sure.
With
I
like
think so too.
Which is also kind of amazing how differentiated it can be in a short period of time.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you think people always love dogs, Ty?
Well, that's kind of the question, or like this implies that like there's some bond between humans and wolves and dogs, right? That goes back to like humans were different 20,000 years ago, right? So like we've evolved together,
Yeah.
and we continue to kind of mirror each other, like we're partners kind of as we go on, which I think is kind of cool. I hadn't really thought about it that way until I read this article. But what does it say about humans that because whether you agree that the wolves initiated it or humans kind of initiated it, like brought them in and used them in different ways, either way this relationship began. But why would humans even seek out a relationship like this? Is that a question that, like, what does it say about humans that we chose companionship with another species? Like some people love their dogs more than other people.
Yeah. Well, and that might be like a 2020 version looking back on that. It was like more like romantic in terms of like, you know what I mean?
Right.
The word
yeah.
romantic being like this connection and not, you know, when I think of like domesticating certain animals, you're using it because you're eating them, but also like a horse or a oxen or whatever, you're using them for work. So maybe the original relationship was different than it is now.
Yes.
Like
for
maybe
sure.
it wasn't like a friendship partnership, but more like they had a specific like guarding you, or I don't know.
Yeah, if you were
attacking,
to-
you took it into
Horses are a
battle
really
or
cool
something.
example that you use, though.
Yeah.
Because there's
kinda similar.
There's a clear advantage to having a horse.
Yeah.
Mobility and that, right? Like, and we probably have a similar path with horses in human history as dogs, in terms of how long it's been.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
easier to pinpoint why we'd want to have a horse. But
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wonder if we've forgotten why we have had dogs originally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think.
But maybe it was companionship. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
That'd be cool if it was.
Protection, maybe. Even just you're out in the elements. We're not like that anymore. So
There's probably a lot of fear of what's out there. So then when you can have a companion from like the
That has teeth.
from the wild side, like
right.
it's like, oh, this is
yeah.
it's nice to have a friend like that's on that side. But I liked your point, Chris, about that it's maybe like too romantic of a slant on it, like that it's like prehistoric man sees a wolf and they like have this magical moment of their eyes
It'd be
locked.
cool if it was, but
But it's more just instinct and survival, right? And then thousands of years later, now I'd say we mostly use dogs for companionship.
mm-hmm.
They serve
by far.
but companionship would be number one.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's keep going with the science part of it before we take a break. This might connect back to the evolution piece.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with oxytocin. Graham, do you know what oxytocin is?
Oxytocin? No.
Okay. Then I will
Part of
tell
the
you.
Skin?
It's
It's a hormone that's released. Is it higher?
It's a hormone.
It's part of the female reproductive cycle. I think men have it too, but
Yeah, it's kind of known as like the love hormone.
Oh, okay.
yeah, men have it.
Yeah. So when they gaze into each other's eyes, this is like a human and a dog. It's kind of like parent-child bonding. Like they encourage, like, so when you have a newborn child.
This is just in people, or is it in the dog too?
Good question. Again, this is according to National Geographic.
Okay.
I'll try to cite my sources. Yeah, it sounds like both. It's mutual chemical feedback loop.
That's cool.
This article uses the phrase fur babies, which is a little tangent, but what do you guys think when people say they have a fur baby? Are you okay with it?
Makes me physically angry.
Yeah, I don't love it. I feel like there's another
Me too.
way
I
to
don't
do
like
it
it,
than
but-
that.
It shows up a couple times in this article, and I had that.
What does that mean?
That
Just
feeling.
like a pet? That's all that means?
Like we're parents, but we have fur babies.
I see.
I think
Yeah.
is how
I'd
you-
never heard
It's
that
like
before.
we don't have like it.
We
Our
don't have-
family has 4. Like it's the 2 of us and our 2 fur babies.
Why can't you just say our dogs?
Well, they're more than
Exactly.
that.
They're-
Oh, I see. So it's like meant to.
I
it's
think.
meant to. It implies that they are like our children.
Okay. I don't mind it.
But-
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
You could say for children.
Fur babies.
I
Yeah.
might prefer that.
These
Yeah.
are
Once
fur
they're
teens.
once they're
Once
no
they're
longer like in the puppy stage, they
Yeah.
become fur teens.
We have 3 fur teens at home.
Yeah. But anyways, I'll summarize the like human dog oxytocin bonding theory. Okay, so part of it is the gaze.
You know, Ty, when you invited us over and you said I have the topic planned, I didn't see human dog oxytocin. It's like I just didn't. I didn't see it coming.
This all came together really quick too. Actually, I had 2 other ideas kind of in mind that I had started,
Cats and horses.
Exactly.
and Krista was
Follow-up
like,
episodes.
"No, do dogs,"
Mhm.
and then I totally changed my idea. But yeah, like even just the gaze, but like dogs have crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Like they feel so. They don't feel human, but like they like
There's sentience there. Like there's more than
there seems to be depth, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so this theory is that when you gaze into a dog's eyes and they gaze into the owner's eyes, it triggers a spike in oxytocin, reinforcing social bonds. And then
That
emotional.
actually happens.
Yeah, that's this theory. Yeah.
Okay.
but
and
like that's measurable.
it's
Mm-hmm.
and it's this is I'm kind of reading the notes from this National Geographic study.
Mm-hmm.
So there would be studies that have shown this.
Mhm.
Another part of that would be emotional contagion, and there is again studies that indicate this, that dogs can read human emotional cues, facial expressions, and body language, and they often mirror the emotions of their owners. So, and having like a dog of my own, like there's times for sure when I'm like, she feels bad for crapping on the carpet or whatever she did, or eating. She just chewed apart Herschel's Harry Potter book the other day. But
Which one?
The last one.
Oh,
Yeah.
If it was the
Herschel's
order
like 2
of
chapters
Phoenix,
away.
I would not
there's
have
a couple I
blamed
wouldn't
her.
worry about as much, but
But
Goblet
when
of
you
Fire, you leave that alone.
so you get after the dog, and then they look at you and like they look guilty. Like she's feeling guilt right now, and whether or not, and you guys can weigh in whether you think they actually can feel those things, but like it looks like they do. And part of that, this study would say that they're kind of imitating us. So they've learned that like when we look angry, they need to make that face at us and then move on. Like it's reinforced somehow.
and that's not hard to believe at all. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they've been domesticated for so long and so many thousands of years, it would completely stand to reason to me that those connections and those responses happen for sure.
Yeah, and that's kind of the other piece is that this is an ancient connection.
Mhm.
Like this isn't just something that your puppy was born a year ago and they learned it all now. Like it's in their DNA.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of chemical.
Yeah, it can't be learned, right?
No.
Individually, because they're not passing that on to their puppies.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think like certain dog behaviors, like another one that pops in my head is them wagging their tail?
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks like they're so excited.
Oh,
Right?
For
Like-
sure they're excited. Like their heart rate's up, they're bopping around, their
Are they?
energy's higher.
But would you say they feel like what is their range of emotion? Like excited is like you could use that as kind of a scientific
Energetic,
term,
maybe,
just that
yeah.
it's like they're energized. But are they happy to see you?
Do dogs like their owners? Kind of.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Do you use the term owner, guys? Is that okay? Can I say that?
Handler.
Partner.
Fur daddy.
Fur daddy.
Oh,
That's the
I draw
more
the
woke
line.
way to put it.
Yeah, I think dogs like their owners for sure.
Like they
and
have
also dislike or can be scared of owners or people.
It's interesting because like a lot of animals you think about in nature that are not domesticated, I feel like there's like two things they're always focused on, right? Well, three things probably, right? Danger, babies, and food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're talking about like a fourth thing that
Yeah.
domesticated animals
Companionship or
companionship, where they when they
Connection.
see you. Now, are they happy to see you because you're going to feed them?
Yeah.
Maybe, right? But I still think with dogs in particular, they can be happy just to see you, even though you're not going to make them a baby or food or.
Yeah.
But
I like to think that way. Like but my rational brain goes back to like they're still an animal. But
in your mind, can an animal not have more than just instinct?
and that's where I
like look
even today, just like I didn't spend a ton of time putting this together, but even just in that, like, let's call it an hour, my mind has sort of changed on dogs. Like I've always kind of loved them, but this question of, are they actually happy? Do they actually like me? Or are they just conditioned to like, when I do this, I get food. This is the person that gives me food. So if I act this way near them, like it's all just behavior reward.
Mhm.
Like I still kind of like that's what my rational brain says, but it looks so much like they love you, and it feels so much like they love you, and maybe that's good enough.
if two puppies are playing, that has nothing to do with the things we talked about. Are they enjoying that play? Right? Is that
I
giving them
think so.
something that's not just the necessities of life? Like we watched the lemurs play in the Calgary Zoo for like 25 minutes the other day, and they're just jumping around and playing. There's nothing to do with those necessities. So totally, I mean, we're kind of animals, and we're biologically speaking, like
Yeah.
I think the difference is like they might not think about it in our terms. Like it is more just chemicals and more just reactionary, but it
Yeah.
still counts. I think. Ty, I think your dog loves you. I think you're okay.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, either way, I choose
could
to
tell.
believe that she does.
Yeah, that's right.
But I just when I think about it too hard.
Yeah.
I have like a ranking in my mind of animals' sentience and their. I like hesitate to say like some animals have a soul and some don't, but I think I kind of think that way actually. If I was like pressed to it,
Top 5 sentience?
sure,
You want to do it?
yeah.
Go for it.
Well, gorillas for sure
Okay.
would be number one.
That's the only part of the zoo last week that was always kind of sad. when
Well,
I
it's
walk
like a
by the
prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
it's
like
hard
that.
to watch
I
that.
don't like that stuff.
Chimpanzees are up there, but they freak me right out. So the great apes, if we can call that one category.
Yeah.
But then whales and like cetaceans, so
Mm-hmm.
orcas, dolphins,
Yeah.
and the bigger whales. Dogs have to be in there, but I think horses are maybe in the top 5 too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with
I
those.
don't know if I'd put the whales up there just because I don't see.
Don't know many whales.
Yeah, I don't know as many. But like, how do you? Yeah, like
Well-
why do you put them so high? I know. I've read that
Because they're
intelligent.
related, I think, maybe to
Okay.
more, but I think there's maybe it's what's behind their eyes. I don't know. If you ever see a sheep, like there's nothing behind their eyes. I have no.
Or a pig.
There's no sentience. I don't care if to eat you or not. Whatever.
Surely your scale is based primarily on the eyes.
Maybe no, and they're intelligent. Like if you watch a gorilla for a minute, you're like, we should not be harming these things. If people eat them, they better stop. I don't
Even
think
our
they
kids had
do.
quite an interesting reaction to the gorillas.
We
at the
shouldn't
zoo.
test drugs on them. Like it's too.
Yeah.
Well, you see like a
Two people like.
mother gorilla with a baby in there.
Oh,
Like
they're-
it's so sad.
Yeah.
And, well, like it's awesome to
It's
see
awesome.
them, but it's like they're almost us.
Yeah.
Like it's, yeah.
But the hippo's so cool, though. That's the best part. I love those big dudes. So fat.
Did you see him poo paddle?
No, I didn't see any battles.
No, poo paddle. Have
What
you ever
is
seen poo?
Battle.
A poo paddle. Google it. It's unbelievable.
Well, let's take a break and Google it.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
And pet the dog, maybe.
This segment is brought to you by the King's University in Edmonton, Alberta. Check out King's brand new Bachelor of Kinesiology degree. This integrative, highly practical health sciences program is about preparing you for careers in human performance, sports, and biomechanics. If you have a passion for movement and exercise, visit kingsu.ca/kinesiology.
Because of the dog's joyfulness, our own is increased. It is no small gift. It is not the least reason why we should honor as well as love the dog of our own life, and the dog down the street, and all the dogs not yet born. What would the world be like without music or rivers or the green and tender grass? What would this world be like without dogs? And that's a poem by Mary Oliver. We won't talk too much about this poem, but that comparison of like what would life be like without music or rivers or the green grass?
Yeah.
Are dogs in that same echelon of like we couldn't
Nature
live?
and music?
Yeah.
Nature, music, dogs.
Well, don't ask a musician that. But if I think about the amount of joy and comfort and companionship dogs have given people, it's in that tier, right? Of course it is.
Yeah, but I think sometimes I for sure have maybe under appreciated that
Until now.
until to like today. Like honestly, like
Yeah.
I haven't.
But maybe you're taking it for granted a little because you always had a dog.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then you're just being reminded, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they are pretty awesome.
Okay, it's a tier below those things.
Okay.
One tier below.
But also there's definitely people who don't like dogs.
Yeah. But then why
less
is
than
that?
cats. Like, don't you think way more people hate cats than dogs?
Probably. But it's quite a debate. People loved my kids just today were saying they were fighting with friends at school, cats versus dogs.
Huh.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's an age-old debate.
What do you think there are more of?
Cats.
Really?
That's my estimation. Yeah.
We'll
I
come
just
back to that at the end. I'll look it up between
Okay.
segments. And I'll say I did do a little bit of research on cats versus dogs.
Okay.
But we'll save that maybe for the end. What I want to talk about next is there's a few things, but maybe the first one would be roles that dogs play in society today beyond being our pets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you guys, how many jobs do you think you could name that dogs do in society?
Security.
Mm-hmm. Like forensics, like sniffing dogs and
Yeah, in the
drug sniffing
Dominican, I
dogs
had
and-
to put my backpack down so that a drug dog could
Okay.
sniff my bag.
Yeah. Seeing eye dogs.
Emotional support animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A police dog would be different than a security dog.
Mhm. Pretty crazy training those things do. Yeah.
I think, don't they use them in like disaster recovery, like
Yeah.
searching for survivors kind of thing?
Do people like do like sled dogging still? Like, is that like a
Like for like sports or like transportation?
Yeah,
Up
transportation
north
too.
they do.
Alto?
Like, yeah. You guys have named quite a few, but there's
actors, dog actors?
Yeah, dog actors.
There's gotta be.
Yeah.
Sports, like racing.
Hey,
Don't forget about the whippets.
Yeah. Like you've
right.
you've named kind of like, but they can sniff things out, right? Like they can
Mhm.
use that's one of their special skills is their sense of smell. But it's not just like finding the drugs, right? Like they can use their sniffers to like almost like read what's going on inside other people's bodies. So like you can have a service
farted.
dog.
Nailed it.
Yeah. And you're blaming me again. But like if someone's about to have like a seizure,
Oh,
right? Like dogs, there's I'm trying to find this list is so long it's taking me a while to actually
so
find
and
the
that's
section.
smelling something?
Well, it's like sensing.
Hmm.
But and even like the guiding, right? Like that's another one. I don't know if you guys said that, but
Yeah, that
they
makes
know
sense.
they've been trained to guide to a safe place.
Oh
Or
yeah, hunting. I never thought of that one.
yeah.
They can read situations with people like, is this a safe environment for my handler? They can alert whether their handler is anxious or like having a diabetic alerts.
So some of that must have been found out by accident, but also some of it was we've bred this breed to be a hunting dog or a birding dog or a tracking dog, or that's amazing actually.
Yeah. And it's a lot of it is just training, right? Like this is what people look like when they are about to this is about to happen, or these are situations that you need to take your handler to an exit, or right? Like it's all just when it's like programming. But what we've talked about already is this connection between humans and dogs that is thousands and thousands of years old and allows us to kind of dogs to understand how we feel. And when I say understand, I don't really know if that means understand in the same way, but like we have
Appears
this
to be an
bond.
understanding, yeah.
Like we don't have, like dogs are doing all these jobs, right? Like you can have a emotional support ferret,
And
right?
I do.
but you're not going to have like a seeing eye ferret,
Right.
right? Like there's like dogs are doing this job for a reason, which I think is pretty cool.
So is the reason because physiologically they can do them and they're trainable? Like they're just that perfect mix of capability,
Well, and like,
trainability.
yeah, the bond with humans I think is part of that, and and the ones you mentioned, like like a ferret can't navigate a space the same way a dog can.
Not that we know of though. Chris, what do you think?
Alternate universe 617. There's
Yeah.
ferrets
to
are
breed
doing
them a
all
little
these
bigger.
jobs.
So they can carry items.
Seems some pretty smart guinea pigs. I don't know about you guys. Those guys can really figure it out.
And sentient animals like ravens,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They're
never mentioned
creepy,
that
but-
too, but yeah,
but they're pretty smart.
They are really smart.
But back to dogs.
Mm.
One of my favorite colleagues is a dog. His name is Gabe, and he works in the program that I work in. And he's
Breed of dog?
Oh, he's a cross. He looks like a black lab, but he might be like, I can't remember. But
What's his role?
he's a therapeutic support dog.
Mm-hmm.
So the youth that I work with struggle with mental health and addiction. And so Gabe, the dog, will sometimes just be in our classroom, especially if there's a youth who's having a rough day, or maybe it's their first couple of days in the program. And Gabe will just kind of hang out and is trained to, like, there's certain commands that the youth all learn, but also is like pretty intuitive. Like we'll go and just put his head on a kid's lap. And it's
That's
deep
really cool.
pressure treatment is kind of like he's trained to put pressure because that's like a therapeutic technique, right? And so, or if a kid needs to go into a family counseling session that's going to be particularly rough, they can ask if Gabe attends the meeting. They'll sit and just be able to like kind of cuddle with Gabe while going through the
That's
therapy
really cool.
session. So it's pretty cool, and that kind of Gabe joined our team partway through last year, and it was like a really cool process. Like it's not easy. Like it, they're one of the another person I work with had to go train for months with Gabe before coming back to the program. And Gabe is still like learning something.
And Gabe lives in that building.
No, Gabe lives with his handler.
Oh, okay.
Who that's like her job is to be like she's a mental health aide.
Yeah.
But is with Gabe all the time. Yeah. So he'll go home with her, but then he's not working. But then when he comes to work, he's at work. Like, and when he's working, there's certain rules. Like,
where's the little suit?
As adults in the building, we're not supposed to be
Little 3-piece suit.
like, we're not supposed to engage with him too much. Like, we can say hi and kind of pet him a little bit, but we're not supposed to get down and get all.
Do you pet all your coworkers?
Exactly.
No, boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries is very important.
There was a program in our district too, where a behavior support classroom, the teacher had, it was either a Husky or a Malamute. I don't know the difference between those dogs, but same thing. Really dysregulated kids behaviorally, and the dog was just a hero in there. Same, different scenario, but similar response, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see.
So dogs can regulate people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably vice versa. Like dogs probably can get dysregulated by us. If you think of like the breeds that are intense or scary or violent, like those would be training, but also the owners that they have would be dysregulating them to the point of it getting them to attack or whatever, or fight.
Well, there are those, I don't know much about this, but there are those breeds that some people don't think we should have as pets. They were bred for more violent purposes, you know.
Like pit bulls and
like pit bulls,
that kind of stuff.
Like Rottweilers, like there's
Cane
dogs.
Corsos.
You hear these statistics where it's like, yeah, if there's a dog attack, it's very likely to be one of these three, whatever it is. I don't mean to offend any pit bull owners out there, but you do hear that stuff sometimes, and I don't know if that came up in your research at all, Tyler, but like, are there breeds? I mean, there are breeds that are more aggressive for sure.
Yeah, and that's, I think, in the more, and I don't know how far back like the pit bull breed goes, or even since we've, like from when it was like wolf to like basically wolf to like now we have, from like a bulldog to a chihuahua to a poodle. Like, I don't know when that all happened, but there's definitely like intentional like genetic design things happening, right? Like people
artificial
selection. Thanks.
There's a
for
term
like some people want like a violent dog, right?
But some people also like pit bulls. I've seen in families that are the cutest little, non-aggressive.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying they're all gonna hurt you, but
but they are considered. There's a term for those dangerous dogs that we would think of. That like I know somebody who applied for a job teaching in another country, and they were turned down because they wanted to bring their dog with them, and their dog is considered one of these.
Oh, interesting.
Whatever the term is, but they kind of said, well, we're not going to leave our dog behind. Well, in that case, you can't work with us. Really? So they couldn't move to that country.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the name of that term.
That does lead into the next thing I want to talk about is more like some ethical questions around dogs.
Yeah.
And breeding is kind of the number one. Like, should we be well, and I guess it goes back to dogs. We love them. We seem to value this relationship, but we also, and we call them members of our family, our fur babies, but like we also control every aspect of their life. Right? So like if you love something, should you do that? Right? Like it's different.
And create life just to own it. Like you're breeding dogs to not have their own.
Like what you mean? The argument is like, should people have dogs?
Yeah, that's one question.
Or pets at all?
Like, should you own another
living thing?
Chris
for the purpose of.
Chris doesn't look impressed with that statement.
I mean, my very quick answer is, yes, you can, but I'd like to hear the great argument why you can't.
This seems like it sort of like would slip easily into like a eating meat type talk as well. Like just animals for those purposes in general. Like just
Like free all the animals. Or,
sure. Like don't
Okay.
imprison them so we eat them, and then don't imprison them in your homes. I don't think this way at all, but that would
Sure,
I'd be
that's
with
what the argument is. Okay, we probably had this argument when
This is when we did it the first
I was
time.
probably this disgusted the first time around.
A little bit, like, but and I think and I could do it again. Kind of represent
Please
the
do.
other side. Like I do feel it feels a little strange to say dogs are different. Like they have a connection
they're getting
with us.
something out of it. I see what. Okay, I like it. I'm back.
Like I get like how you can own farm animals for sustenance or whatever. Like
Because sheep eyes are dead behind them.
They are. They're creepy.
but then we're
dead.
saying that this dog is like my best friend. But
Right.
then if it was
and if he could say so, he would.
But then in that relationship with your best friend, you're not going to tell them where they can, like, you're
But, like,
controlling every aspect of
But your
the
dog
animal's life.
isn't chained up here. It was just walking around freely. If it really wanted to leave,
We
Well-
would tell it not to.
right? But you couldn't stop it if it really wanted to get away.
That's pretty fast.
He is pretty fast.
Yeah, that dog's not getting away.
Chris, let me ask you this. So should I be able to domesticate a gorilla?
My question would be, for what purpose?
Companionship.
And protection.
Oh man. I feel like this is what happened. The domesticating has already happened.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not domesticate more things.
Okay.
Maybe.
Oh, so we're putting our
Like-
foot down now.
Well, it's
Before
like
I want a
why
gorilla.
we got the things we need to domesticated.
Okay.
So maybe it isn't okay, but we're not going to undomesticate things.
If you came to pick me up for a podcast one night and you open the door and there's like a gorilla
Oh man, would that be
Just
awesome?
watching
like-
the Blue Jays game in the
with
back.
me, like having
What's up?
a beer, and you got like, would you be okay with that?
There are some like when I see Jane Goodall and pictures of her hanging out with chimpanzees or Diane Fossey, like there was something about that was like kind of magical, but it wasn't like they had them in their basement.
No.
But Ty, you have a dog in your basement,
Yeah.
Like
and so would I if my wife would let me.
you said that we can't go back, but like
I'm so hypocritical about
we
this
could
stuff.
we could choose not to own a dog.
Yeah.
Sure.
We could stop owning, stop breeding.
Like it should be a choice we would have to make, and yeah, it wouldn't. If the
I don't
three
know
of
if
us
I've
made
ever
that
heard
choice,
of
nothing would change.
like
but-
it's not ethical to own a dog argument, really,
No.
because
about
it's
that?
so
It's-
ingrained in society.
It's
and
so yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
The only issue I would have is just like it's like people even just with having children, like there are not responsible pet owners out there. Like there are people that do not do it kindly or ethically,
right.
but that doesn't mean you don't let anyone do it. Like
Okay, what about breeding then? Like, should we, if we're controlling, like, okay, so like I have my dog, I control its whole life. We can be friends. We're okay with that idea. But what if we're breeding dogs that are desirable for whatever reason?
Resale.
For resale because there's demand for dogs that don't shed or that
Yeah.
even like look a certain way. But some of those traits are actually harmful to the animal. Like
right.
I'm not an expert on this thing, these breeds, but like some of them they will
Yeah.
guaranteed they're going to have like
somebody's got
breathing
bad
problems.
hips or
Or like this dog will never be able to run. Like
that dog's allergic to chicken. Yeah.
And they weren't bred like that on purpose. Those are just byproducts of artificial selection.
Yeah, we're willing to,
unforeseen
like-
circumstances.
yeah, because we want a certain thing.
Yeah.
Is that unethical?
Well, I know there's some dogs that their allergies prevent them from eating like certain meats, and I think like, what would your wolf ancestors think of you? You're embarrassing. But that's because what we've done, not because of the dog's fault. I realize that.
I mean, we've just done so much artificial selection as humans that that's a huge question. Like, is it ethical? I don't know. Like, it's impossible.
Well, and whether you believe like God gave people dominion over animals or we just have it, like we do. Like humans
clearly
have
do.
dominion over
Yeah.
the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Like there's exceptions to that, like the hunter
And
who
it's
gets eaten
ingrained in
by a
our-
lion. But it's the truth.
It's like part of the foundation of our society too. That
Right.
control over animals.
Yeah.
Like-
So
But I think
but it's
down
interesting to
pillows?
be able to check in on Like, is what we're doing right?
And
Yeah.
I feel, I agree. Like, we could domesticate more animals if we wanted to. We can breed dogs however we feel like it.
But we can also say, we have tractors now. We don't need horses. Or we have...
Right, or like we could make
AI, I don't need a dog.
a choice as society that we're not going to breed in this way. And we've made some decisions, like you're not... Like, there's laws against, like, dog fighting.
Or puppy mills. Or
puppy mills. Like, we have done some of that.
Yeah.
But I'd be a little more on the, like, even with the pet ownership thing, I sympathize a little bit with is it moral to, like, own something just like for the purpose of companionship? I still do. I still have a dog.
So do you have to, like, not think about that to own a dog? Or have you come to terms with, like, no, it is, and I'm doing it?
I own, like, beyond, like, since our last episode and to this episode, I have thought about it very, very little.
Yeah.
Like, on the ranking of things that are important to me morally, like, pet ownership is very low on my list of priorities. Right. So I just don't think about it. But when I start thinking about it, I do start thinking, wow, it is a little weird.
It is weird.
That, like,
Which doesn't mean
love
it's
this
wrong.
thing.
It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
But we can, I think, justify it so easily because it looks so much like they're happy. And like so then I can quite easily believe that my dog loves its life. And it probably, like...
Well, and this dog, like, it couldn't have a different life. Like, if you release into the wild, it would probably die.
Yeah, it's
right.
not
Like,
bred
it would starve to death or whatever.
But it could have gone to a very different home. Like,
yeah.
But it could have just not, like, it only exists for this purpose to do exactly what we are asking it to do. And it feels weird to me that we have bred things to just do our bidding, even though it feels very mutual and fun.
I see what you're saying.
But
and that's why we don't have a dog. Exactly.
Like, just because
tell my kids.
That's why we have a cat that's in control of us.
Pretty much.
Calls the shots.
Yeah, so if we have dominion over animals, including dogs, what about in some cultures where they eat dogs? Is that, if we're saying it's okay to control dogs, breed them how we want, own them how we want,
I know
should
the
you also be able to own them
about
to eat them?
And I love those people, but what are they doing? Like, what? Like, I don't get the mindset that says you can eat anything. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, what made you decide to eat chicken and pork and
but
cow?
Everybody in the world eats chicken. There's not, like, a group of people who are, like, anti-chicken, unless they're vegetarian.
But does that make something okay just because everyone does it?
Well, I mean, by definition, yes, that is kind of how we set our standards, where everybody agrees that we're okay with this.
Yeah.
But there are certain things, like, we all agree chicken. Like, that's the food almost everybody eats.
Yeah.
We all agree
Colonel Sanders
fish,
said
almost everybody. But then there's some things that go into categories that only a few people eat that, and it's kind of like, how did you agree that that was all right?
I don't know much about other countries or cultures that eat dog, but is it purely like is it convenience? Is it like taste? Is it like
Good question.
Do you actually know? You said you know the cultures.
No, I was kind of joking.
Okay, because there are some for sure.
Like, the jokes are that they're Asian cultures that would eat dog or.
But it's an interesting, like, that question. I didn't think of it on the fly. Like, I had found that earlier today. It is an interesting, like,
but, like, you guys have chickens. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why I would ask.
those.
Like, I would ask why. Like, is there a reason? Like, it's like
It's sort of like we eat everything. Then you go to another country, we eat a little less than these guys eat.
It's like when we
little
whaled whales into oblivion, and then almost every country decided to stop whaling, except, like, Japan kept going after dolphins because it was like part of their significant culturally to them. And that's frustrating, I think, in some ways. Is it similar to that? Is it just
I don't know enough about it, but maybe it's a convenience thing, or that's all they're like.
Yeah, but
if you're starving, I guess eat a dog.
But do you think it's morally wrong?
Is it morally different than, like, if you have dominion over dogs?
Morally weird. I like.
Can you
It's
just
morally weird?
do what you want with them? Like, we're doing what we want with dogs.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
We just don't want to eat them. We want to play fetch with them and
Haven't thought of it that way.
clean up their crap all the time.
Well, it's different for the dog.
Yeah,
Being eaten is different than being played with. Like,
they don't experience being eaten, but like,
well, they would experience the death that leads to us eating them.
It's getting real nuanced here now, guys.
okay, is that it for?
I think we should
Ethics?
leave that. Yeah, I think
Okay.
we agree.
Leave
it's
that
morally
hanging?
weird.
Okay,
I like that term.
It's
Okay.
morally weird.
But I
Okay.
also want to. I also legitimately would like to understand, like, where does that come from in a place that does that? I'm curious about it. I don't know.
yeah, it does seem.
Did you guys eat guinea pig on your trip?
No, but a lot of people in South America eat guinea pig.
Okay.
I ate camel. That's probably like the thing that feels the strangest to
Mhm.
me that I've eaten. But
Yeah, I've eaten horse, which I don't regret, but it's like I don't think I'd do it again. You know,
What it tastes like?
just delicious.
Was it
The way that it was served in a Japanese restaurant, delicious.
really?
And it was after the person's like, "That was horse." Like, oh,
See, that's how I'd
Shoot.
like to try something new, is not be told what it is till after. I think that'd be, yeah. I'm getting hungry. Do you have any food, Ty?
hey, Dandy.
choice or milk bones or
You should just pause.
you're gonna have to edit that.
yeah. By standard intelligence tests, the dogs have failed at the puzzle. I believe, by contrast, that they have succeeded magnificently. They have applied a novel tool to the task. We are that tool. Dogs have learned this, and they see us as fine, general-purpose tools, too. Useful for protection, acquiring food, providing companionship. We solve the puzzles of closed doors and empty water dishes. In the folk psychology of dogs, we humans are brilliant enough to extract hopelessly tangled leashes from around trees. We can conjure up an endless bounty of foodstuffs and things to chew. How savvy we are in dogs' eyes. It's a clever strategy to turn to us, after all. The question of the cognitive abilities of dogs is thereby transformed. Dogs are terrific at using humans to solve problems, but not as good at solving problems when we're not around. That's from Alexandra Horowitz, Inside of a Dog. But I think it's kind of cool. Flip it around.
I like that.
That we're actually the ones who are being owned.
We're the suckers.
How do dogs feel about that?
What comedian did that joke? It's not a great
Seinfeld.
joke. It was a him?
I think so.
It
but-
does sound like a joke he would say. It's like aliens are going to like look at humans and we're picking up the poop of dogs. Who do they think the leaders are going to, or, you know, who's running the show?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. So we're near the end here. And I think I just deleted all my notes. So give me 1 second.
Oh, that sounds pretty rough.
Oh, wow, that's okay. I've like a couple questions for you to wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
One would be, do dogs actually love us, or are we projecting that? Do you know what I mean by projecting?
Yeah.
When you project something
Mhm.
onto, yeah.
In some ways, I don't know if it matters, but I do think dogs love us.
Okay.
From my experience, they come to you. They seem to be happy when you come home. They don't. They seek out companionship, petting, cuddling, whatever.
Yeah.
I think they like us.
And yeah, I don't think like what the word love, even defining what love means for humans isn't, I don't have a perfect answer for that anyway, but in their way, they love us for sure. Like it might be a different thing, but I would define it as love.
Okay. I am more on the side, I think, of that we're projecting, but it doesn't really matter. Like it feels real, and that's what matters. But that'd be, we're not going to discuss it. We've kind of already talked about that, but that's kind of one of our wrap-up questions. The other would be, are dogs happier living with humans than in the wild?
Depends on what wild.
When I see nature videos of like wolves or African wild dogs, I always think they're like all business.
Yeah.
They're hunting or they're defending themselves. They never really get a chance to relax.
But are we projecting? Like,
But like domesticated dogs, they're different. Like they're genetically different. So
And they got it pretty good.
they don't belong out in the wild anymore. We've removed them
I
from
agree
that.
with that.
yeah.
And kind of like us, most humans,
Yeah.
we have domesticated ourselves. We can't do it. So I would say they're happier.
Do you think with enough time, practice, patience, and idealism, all animals should be domesticated?
Now we're
Like there
talking.
shouldn't be wild animals?
Now we're talking.
Like all animals should be in a relationship like that with us.
Another question is it possible to domesticate all animals? You know,
Yeah.
because wolves back in the day, I don't know if you guys know this, but 15,000 years ago, they were pretty intense animals.
Yeah, I bet they were. They would have been bigger,
Bigger.
meaner.
Yeah.
Like wargs.
Yeah, like wargs.
But humans were more like orcs, so it makes sense.
Like, is it possible to domesticate a wolverine?
Oh, sure. I don't know.
Is it worth it?
I don't know if it's worth. What would you use it for?
But yeah, it goes back to
Caliper?
that evolution. Like we've evolved together. Like,
That's right.
but I think part of that is also like we're like my dog. We leave her at home by herself, and she just like as far as we know, like just sleeps on the couch and like chews on Harry Potter, and then goes back to the couch.
Yeah.
But if she could choose, would she go out for a run out in the trees?
Leave your
Or
door
like-
open and see what happens.
I like. So the question is, would she be happier in the wild? I don't think she'd be happier trying to survive, like fighting coyotes and finding food. But I think she'd be. We look at like, oh, you've had such an easy day. Like it's just so nice to just like lay on the couch, because that's kind of what we want to do. But I don't know if they actually.
I kind of look at it like having little kids, where like you know what's better for them. Like sure, they might be happy in the short term to eat fast food 3 meals a day, and they would choose to if they could, but you know better.
Have you guys seen Avatar?
The first one.
Yeah, just the first one for me too.
Oh, maybe half of the second one. I just got
Is
real.
there 3 of them or 2 of them now?
There's 3.
3 now.
I've seen them all, but one, they have those braids, the Na'vi people, and they can connect with animals. Like there's something kind of romantic, might be the word, like just kind of neat that you could have a connection
Yeah.
that with any animal, if it would be willing to have that with you. I like as a kid, I remember thinking, oh, I wonder what if I could have any animal that liked me, what would it be? What could that look like? But so there's
Yeah.
something about that. We're fascinated by animals usually.
Yeah.
And dogs have kind of been the one thing that we've had this long-standing relationship with. Maybe in 10,000 years, we'll be talking about the connection we have with capybaras. I don't know.
Well, and that's
Those are big right now.
I think kind of goes into the last question will be like, what's your favorite like human dog companionship story through like book, movie, song. I don't know. Like, but it's just like or do you want me? I have one. I'll give you a
I'll
moment to
definitely
think.
of a better answer later.
Okay. Well, I'll say mine.
Yeah.
It's I Am Legend. Will Smith and Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I like just that companion. Like that's the narrative or the story that he believes he's the last survivor, or I mean he has hope that there's other survivors,
Mm-hmm.
but he has this one non-infected companion,
Mm-hmm.
and then the scene where Sam dies is infected and he has to
Yeah, that's brutal.
kill his friend Sam. Like that part
Good
is
one. I
super
wouldn't have, that
emotional.
one wouldn't have come to mind.
I
right
actually
away.
I watched it today because I was thinking about this question, and I couldn't watch the whole thing. Like it's
like too sad or too brutal.
both. Like it's like
It's kind of a freaky show.
yeah, but that'd be I don't know, maybe not my favorite, but that's the
That's
one
a-
that
that's a
when I
great
think
example,
about like
yeah.
dog companionship, I like that movie too. We go back to episode 2 of Harmonious Gentlemen. Will Weed and Will Smith or whatever. Hell and Will Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we talked about it then too.
I'm looking some ideas. I couldn't really think of any
Okay.
when you first. Do you have Chris?
Oh,
do you
I can
one?
think of a dozen, but you go first.
Well, no, you go first.
Oh,
said he can't think of any.
sorry. I thought you had one that you were.
No, I'm trying to
Well,
find
like
this.
you've probably read Sounder or Shiloh or Where the Red Fern Grows or Old
Ooh,
Yeller
yeah.
or all these stories are about the importance I think the relationship, often it's a young boy and a dog, but it's teaching you a lot. Like the dog always dies in every version of those stories because a kid learns a lot about life from a dog. Doesn't have to be a boy, obviously. But maybe one of my favorite companions is Snake Eyes, who is a G.I. Joe character, who, as you know, has a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I loved that. That toy was my favorite toy I had. Snake Eyes and his dog.
Yeah, it's good. Like I wasn't as into G.I. Joe, but it's
The movie's
interesting.
good. Have you seen the movie, the original cartoon movie?
Yeah.
Like the 80s one?
I can't recall the plot, but yes, for sure. I've seen it.
Remember as a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons. My mom called it the Bart Simpson Show, and I couldn't watch it. But their dog, Santa's Little Helper.
Yeah.
I remember the show being fairly crass, but like the dog was like this warm part of the show.
That's awesome.
That they all like loved, and as a kid, I kind of remember thinking that was pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure the dog has died multiple times in The Simpsons.
I
over the
think
years.
so too, yeah.
Yeah. But I like, and then I mean, we also wore out the VHS for the Incredible Journey, like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Chance, and to the point where we thought about calling our son Chance for a while. It was
Wow.
like an idea for an. Well, Heidi wasn't going to go for it, but I thought about it for a while.
Well, Chance is the fun one, but
He's
like
the Michael J. Fox.
what's
voice
the
one.
name of the dog when he comes to meet his owner at the end? He's like limping over the hill.
The main dog.
The main dog.
I just had it up on my screen actually.
But anyways, that moment where the boy's waiting for him and it doesn't seem like he's gonna come.
Oh yeah.
And he comes, like that's a good moment too.
Oh man, what about Pork Chop from Doug the cartoon?
What about Fox and the Hound, which doesn't have a human
Oh, my
character,
goodness.
but man, I love that show too. as
That
a
show. Talk about teaching you about
kid.
sadness.
That's a hard one. Yeah.
Shadow.
Oh, Shadow. Yeah.
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 A lot of good dog stories.
Good questions, Tyler, and good. When you said we're talking about dogs, I'm like, this will be a 15-minute episode. Like I didn't know, and we are rolling. So thank you.
Yeah, hopefully it was okay. Hopefully people have made it this far, maybe learned something and thought about dogs a little differently.
Do you guys have dog-based confessions?
Mine is not, but
Yeah, like I definitely didn't pick up my dog's crap enough when I walked it as a kid. I definitely should have done a better job of that. That's my confession.
are we doing confessions right this moment?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I was just thinking.
Well,
like,
we'll take a break.
as you're
Okay, quick break.
Any more we're wrapping dogs up though. We're good. Chris, no more final thoughts on dogs?
I kind of want one. I'll let you know
Yeah,
if I
because
get one soon.
yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to like you've had a dog? Someone asked if you guys had dogs, and I said that you don't.
No.
And I said
No,
that
we
you had
one
until
for a
recently.
long time, but yeah, he's been.
But
gone
do you
for a
think
couple years.
you'll replace?
Yeah, we're getting there, and sometimes now Shannon will be like, "Oh, maybe we should." So we're getting closer.
I had a colleague mentioned getting a dog recently with kids similar age to ours, and also seeing your dog too, Ty, and we've thought about it. Like I don't think we're quite ready for one, but I can see it definitely not opposed to it one day. Just don't feel
Yeah.
quite ready. All right. Well, let's hit the jingle for Birdie Coffee, which
Hit
I
the
love,
jingle.
by the way.
It
And then
is
we'll hit
good.
the confessions. Yeah.
This segment is brought to you by Birdie Coffee. The team at Birdie Coffee is passionate about high-quality, locally made craft beverages. Enjoy a decadent latte, freshly roasted espresso, or something iced and delicious. Located in Red Deer, Alberta, Birdie Coffee Co. is a stop well worth making. But don't worry, if you aren't in the area, you can get their fresh roasted coffee beans delivered right to your door. Head to birdiecoffeeco.ca to learn more, or check them out at the Gasoline Alley Farmers Market, Thursday to Sunday.
Well, I feel like I haven't done this for a long time, so I probably have a long list, guys, of things I could confess to you. My confession isn't going to be that I shot a dog, even though I did do that. I once hit a dog with my car. I'll tell you the shot a dog story some other time. But I was driving.
Oh, actually, you've told it.
I think I maybe told it once.
Yeah, on the pig.
But I don't
episode.
think I told you that I hit a dog and it ran out in front of a car. I hit it with my van. A boy was walking it without a leash. Thankfully, he didn't chase it into the street.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
So I picked the dog up lifeless in my arms and carried it to his home. He's crying. obviously the boy, because I've hit his dog. We took it to his house, and as soon as the mom opened the door, she started yelling at the kid right away, because she's like, "You didn't have him on his leash, did you?" And then the dog lifted up its head and jumped out of my arms and ran into the house. But it was like dead in my arms. Like, it was like, wow, it's alive. Anyway, I felt terrible, of course, for hitting a dog. And
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I was speeding, but you just don't want to hit a dog. That sucks.
Do you feel bad because it was a dog? Sorry, we're going back into the ethical thing here, but do you feel bad because you hit a dog or because you hit someone's pet? Because you wouldn't feel bad. Would you feel bad hitting like a jackrabbit?
I've hit a deer and I didn't feel bad. I was like, oh shoot, like that's too bad, but I didn't feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, good question. Probably because it was a pet, or because dogs mean more to me than
Okay.
other things.
There's a kid right there too.
And there was also a kid, which
You know.
would have been
Yeah.
way, way, way worse.
Dang. And then you shot one too, but yeah, that's you.
That one didn't.
I
die
meant
either,
to do
right?
that. It wasn't an accident. No, it didn't die.
My confession is that I went to another wrestling show, and that's really all there has to be said.
How recently?
I took a friend of the show, Mike, to another Edmonton Rogers
Wow.
place, arena place. Which one Edmonton called? I always get the two confused.
Rogers. Place.
Anyway,
Nice.
we went to a big wrestling show, a 4.5-hour show, and it was really
Ooh.
fun.
Did
But
you have good
also-
seats?
Better than the time we went with Mr. Peter. But it was a lot of fun. But it's always a confession worth mentioning that we go to an event such as that.
Do you like dress up for it?
Like dress down.
Dress down? Make posters?
No posters. No. This was actually, it was kind of funny because like we were sitting not in a super loud section. So when we went with Mike to the smaller one in Edmonton, it was lots of cheering and you're right
Yeah.
in the action. It was kind of fun. This was the one like you're watching. And it was so funny. There was this family next to us, and it was like a dad and his wife and 2 kids. And the family did not want to be there at
really?
all. So like the dad's all like getting into it, and he's trying to like get his kids into it, and like they were so not impressed with any of it. I kind of felt for that guy. Like he wanted to. take
You're
the
like, this
fam
could
out
be
of-
me.
It has been me. It brought you guys. But the guy, Spencer Love, who we talked to, he was sitting 2 rows in front of us.
Oh,
he
what?
was there.
Did you talk to him?
Just like a little hello. Like I just didn't say much, but yeah, but it was kind of cool.
It's cool.
Anyway, that's my ongoing confession.
Well, my confession is. Well, first I'm going to start with I meant to recommend this actually. There's a shop in Red Deer called, I think it's just called the Reptile Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, like it's kind of like a hole. It looks like nothing.
Yeah.
But then you go in and there's all these terrariums with different reptiles in there, and some different like axolotls and little stingrays and stuff. Like it's pretty cool. Like my recommendation is to go check that out. Like
Just
it's
like a little zoo.
Like bring kids there, like and just look at it. It's
And
like
kind of surprising, like what you can buy,
yeah,
like in Red Deer.
yeah, and
Like what's legal?
Yeah, what's legal, or you
And-
assume is legal.
and I think it's cool to look at it. I do not understand why people want those as
Right.
pets.
I agree.
But if you want just a quick 15-minute little activity in Red Deer, that's a good spot.
It's a good idea.
But my confession is that when I was leaving there, the last time I was there, I drove the wrong way down Gates.
Whoa, really?
And I've lived in like I
Like you took off to the sort of
took
right.
off to the right, like I came
Oh,
down the side
no.
street and then turned right.
Oh no!
And I realized really quickly, and I was still in the right lane, so I just kind of pulled over, let traffic pass me by, and then did a UE.
Yeah.
So like there was no I
harm
didn't
done.
even have any like.
But what's
close
your
calls?
immediate feeling, like when
Oh,
something like that
I
happens?
just felt like such an idiot, like because I've
Do I have
grew up,
dementia?
I
Like-
learned how to drive in Red Deer, like
yeah. Well, when I first moved here, it takes a little bit.
yeah,
Like
downtown. Like
yeah.
when I was first driving, I probably did that once, like when I was 16.
but not in the last 20
But it was like
20 years.
as people are driving by, they're kind of like smirking. It's like
Oh, that's
I
the
know
worst
this is
feeling.
so dumb, but yeah,
Oh,
that was
it's a
I
good
felt so
confession.
stupid when I did that. But
I'll tell you what's not stupid is emailing the show
That's right.
and getting in touch with us.
In fact, it's the opposite. Stupid. HarmoniousGentleman@gmail.com. Thanks to those who have recently emailed Shelley, Steve, and others.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still have lots of pins and hats.
Yeah, I've been giving them away slowly, but
Oh, Shelley! I told Shelley I'd give her a pin, so I got to remember
right,
to
yeah.
take
Get on that.
one to her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have some adventures coming up, you guys. We got some guests. We're going to be traveling just to meet with them, so I'm looking forward to some of those. Maybe slightly political edged conversations that we'll try and do harmoniously.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well, that's something people can communicate with us about. Like, give us some. We've done this before where we ask for some direction. Like, what kinds of episodes should we do?
yeah,
It's hard because we get both, right? Like, some people will like the dog episode, I hope. But, like, it's not really like a challenge to be harmonious. Like, there's certain things we disagree on, or we can kind of look at it from a different point of view, but our next view might be a little more contentious,
yeah.
like, and current.
Dig
But if
into
that's what you want, let us know, and we'll kind of keep digging that way. Or if you want part 3 of pet ownership, we can do that too.
I ran by on one of my runs a separatist table, and I slowed down as I got towards it because I thought maybe what I would do is just like have a quick ask him like what are your goals, like just a simple question, because I kind of had that idea for an episode too, just straight up, not a conversation necessarily, because I would not agree with most of it, but I'd be curious just to ask, and I almost did that, and I chickened out and kept running at the last minute.
My idea, I put it off for this episode, was to go to from Red Deer to Lacombe. I always see at least 3 petition signing stations. Ask the same set of questions at all 3 and record them, and then listen with you guys, hear their perspectives.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
But also hear, like, I'm curious if they're all going to say the same thing. Like, are they on the same page?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So that was my idea.
Yeah.
So listeners, if you like these ideas,
Yeah. Well, we have a referendum coming up, right? So we should definitely touch on it at some point. Like we should have that as a topic, just because
we have to.
It's happening. So yeah, whether we want it or not. All right. Well, thanks you guys,
On
Chris.
that note-
Good to have you
thanks
back
for coming out.
Oh, thanks
for the
guys,
second time, I guess.
having me.
But you were out of the country, so it felt like you were gone again
did,
for a bit.
yeah.
All right.
Home safe and sound. I heard a dog bark, and now that makes me wish I was going home to a dog.
My last tiny confession is, like, I wanted to bring up my cat multiple times tonight in this conversation. And I knew it wasn't about cats, but I'm kind of slowly becoming a bit of a cat person. Nothing against dogs, but last year I would have been like, oh, dogs all the way. Now I think it's a closer
Really?
race.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
And I know both you guys have cats that you don't like very much, so
Well, I did.
That's softening it. We hate them.
I did do a little bit of research, cats versus dogs, and the one thing I didn't bring it up because I didn't want to say this part, but that there's studies that show that cat people who identify as cat people are more intelligent than dog people.
I mean,
But nobody likes them.
Yeah, just intelligent.
yeah, that's a good place to end it. Okay, well, I hope to see you guys again on our podcast, which we lovingly call
The Harmonious
Gentlemen.
Podcast.
Harmonious gentlemen.
I'm a Mog, half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.